Hey YouTube, coming at you with the viewer submitted battle from Z, I'm going to call him. So, Shadow Cancel Marowak, Dunsparce, and ABOMASNOW, and they say, hey Dan, I think Shadow Cancel Marowak plus ABOMASNOW is a great core in this meta. In the two-shield scenario, Marowak destroys both Shadow Feraligatr and Clodsire. ABOMASNOW gives great coverage. Use Dunsparce as a third in these battles, but not completely sold on it as a third on the team. These were done earlier in the seasons. Okay. So yeah, it's basically a balanced team, right? Yeah, it's basically a balanced team. Like, ABOMASNOW is going to be weak to. The only thing is you are double weak to fighting on this team. ABOMASNOW and Dunsparce is weak to fighting, but ABOMASNOW is weak to fire. Marowak has a much up usual deal with that. Marowak is weak to grass and water, and ABOMASNOW will deal with that. So it's mostly a coverage team with the double fighting in the back. So I'm interested to see ABOMASNOW because I've kind of said in one of my other videos that I think it has the potential to be very, very strong in this meta. So I'd like to see it in action. Okay, so we have an Oranguru against a Marowak. And then Oranguru is somewhat bulky, but Marowak with these Mud Slap and Bone Club do add up pretty quickly. And getting into Dunsparce again, yeah, it's basically the safe swap slash try to draw out a fighter on this team. Again, there's not a ton of fighters running around. Yes, I know there are more coming up, and yes, other Pokemon like Malamar have superpower and stuff like that, but there's not as compared to the past. There seems to be none. Landing a couple, they are not throwing because they are definitely going to go back to back here. Now, can you survive even one is the question. With like 1 HP, but they try to Psywave down and you get the rollout down. Oranguru comes back in, instant throws. That's fine. You just let this go. And then you can come like back to Marowak if you don't want to show your last Pokemon yet. I would probably shield because you don't know what's in the back yet. So good shield. It is a Trailblaze on the Oranguru. And they come in with Sableye. So you're pretty far ahead on energy. Do you just go back to back here and then switch ABOMASNOW? One more slap and then Mud Bone Club and then instant swap should be your next move here. Grab those shields, and then ABOMASNOW should be able to take out the rest. It is very spammy, and this is a Shadow Sableye. So it is way glassier than the other one. Going straight for the energy ball. I don't even know if you need an energy ball, but you might as well just confirm, get this out of here, as opposed to taking the potential chance that Weather Ball does not. So we'll take that matchup there. Okay, Clodsire. So this is a good matchup, especially if it's... yeah, so they get out into instant swap. And you already said that this can take out Feraligatr in the 2 shield. And I guess you kind of already have 2 answers in the back here. So going to just stay here and probably commit to that 2 shield win. Or they just let it go. That's fine. They grab 1 shield from you, but you got still energy and switch. So out comes a Moltres, and yeah, you have 2 better answers in the back, so I like the instant swap. Could be a Brave Bird and Bale because their Switch Clock is probably out, and that's exactly what happens. Brave Bird and Bale. You do have Joran on this. Again, you get 3 Pokemon here, all kind of have play against Clodsire, which is always a nice spot to be in. Ground, Ice, and Ground moves on these Pokemon. And what are they saving these shields for? I have no idea. I guess you're going to use one here. They're trying to farm up a ton. I mean, at this point, you just sacrifice Marowak. What are they doing? And what are you doing? I think you're just giving your opponent a potential win con here. And that is farming up to basically 2 moves here. I think you need to come like instant ABOMASNOW and just like powder snow down. Because now they're going to have 2 moves. You're going to force the Brave Bird. Call the Ancient Power Bait. Yeah, that's like your only win con here. Oh, sorry, they were down. I thought they still had a shield left. Okay. CMPing on what would be a potential Earth Power. The only thing I don't like about CMPing on potential Earth Power is that I was supposed to say more prone to baiting, but they did not bait and you did not shield. So that's a lot of damage. And now you're going to go down here. I guess you come ABOMASNOW. Just get ahead on energy here. Don't worry about moves. Tentacruel comes in. Gonna chip it. This is neutral. And do grab a shield, so that's sort of nice. You're going to have to shield up anything, and now I'm worried about a potential acid spray bait, but you kind of need to... okay. With their front Pokemon weak to ice, I'm wondering if they have a second answer to your Abomasnow in the back. I hate leaving two... yeah, okay, I'd start using one here. I hate you leaving two shields on the table just for a back Pokemon. Sometimes you have to. Like if you're going to lose... if you lose switch and you lose the lead and lose switch, then you have to just try and run two shield what's in the back. But other times I hate doing it because you never know what's in the back. Catch a move. You're going to let it go. But again, body slam's going to add up. And Abomasnow's pretty good. And there's your second answer. Yeah. That's not surprising. And now you're kind of left with the shield anyways. This is the type of thing that I would probably play different myself. Like... I'd probably shield more often. And then you have to team read too. Especially seeing a Tentacruel. You kind of have to like almost assume it's going to be an ABB style team with that lead. And then a Tentacruel safe swapper coming in there. Okay, Clodsire. So we said the good lead. Out comes Mandibuzz right away. Deciding to come with Dunsparce. Now Dunsparce does have Rollout and Rock Slide. Not Stab. But this thing also does have Aerial Ace, which would hit super effective against the Abomasnow. So I think you could argue either is fine coming in here. Get a Rock Slide off. Yeah, there's your... like, Rollout is a significant improvement. Like, last year, you would have to throw 3 Rock Slides. But at this point, you probably only need to throw 2 and a bunch of Rollouts to take this out. So it's a significant improvement, that buff to that move. You're both at 3-turn fast move, so it does not really matter when you throw. There's no fast move optimization. They shield, but you're at back-to-back, so just go straight back-to-back. Force that shield. Again, you can roll out down if you want to shield and roll out down. That is an option here. And Clodsire comes back in. We're just going to throw the Drill Run. They may try an aggressive Poison Sting down, but you'll get to another move if they do. Now, they could come out with an Earthquake. Your Marowak comes in, they just Earthquake you, and then they bail. That's probably how I played out, and that looks exactly what they're going to do. I don't think that changes your strategy. You just come in here, take it, and then see what's in the back. And it is for Alligator. So I would chip, force that shield. And then are you going to force them to throw, or are you going to instant swap? Yeah, you're going to instant swap. Even a Nice Beam probably does not take out from here, honestly. Yeah, and you should get to the next move before they do. So yeah, this is a pretty... Abomasnow, yeah, right. Abomasnow is a pretty nice answer to a Shadow for Alligator. Even a non-stab Ice Beam is only doing like 50% there, so... or like 50-60%. So it's just... it's a nice answer, right, to some of the top meta Pokemon. A lot of Clodsire leads, which is nice when you're Marowak. How come I lead Marowak the other day and I get freaking Drifblims and Serperiors and Chestnuts, and you get freaking Clodsire left, right, and center? What the heck? Okay, so land the Bone Club. They're basically just going to sacrifice this Pokemon. I think this is a good read to shield this, and then they decide to give up Switch anyways. I'd assume that they don't have an answer for this in their third Pokemon. But why they would give up Switch is crazy. Are you going to try and catch up on Abomasnow? Yeah, I don't like staying in as... like, when you have such a good answer in Abomasnow, or even, like, the Dunsparce that resists the Claws, I think you get out. Especially that they stayed in Clodsire on the lead. Them staying in Clodsire on the lead makes me seem like they do not have an answer to this in the third Pokemon. So at best, it's probably, like, neutral. Okay, that is a decent answer. I'm surprised they did not... like, they have 2 better answers than Claude. Again, these are early games, so I can't be like, why is your opponent so dumb? Because it's because it's early games. I shouldn't call people dumb. Why are they making a poor choices here? When you have a Clodsire lead against a Mud Slap user, and you have a Feraligatr with a Hydro Cannon and a Flyer in the back, you make the swap to one of the 2 in the back, preferably Feraligatr. So I don't know why they did not. They do snipe you with the poison. Looks like you kind of got a bit screwed over in the game department there, but otherwise your opponent's weird play makes this a pretty easy win. Okay, there's the lead that I used to get. So instant swap with, and there is your Machamp. Okay, so tough lead loss, tough switch here. You basically need to try to just run with ABOMASNOW in the back. Now, you just got a full move there, so you're at a move. This won't take you out. Throw the move instantly. Okay. You were not taken out. You had a move that would have grabbed the shield and significantly changed this game. But now you're in like a really weird situation where it's just like, okay, that's awesome. They have a Marowak of their own, so they're double weak to ice. And this thing has no moves for you. Bone Club is resisted, so you just let this go. Bone Club's still going to chip here. And my only worry is now your Astonish range. Because Astonish is such a buff move now. Now I'm worried that they're just going to commit to the Astonish down. Basically throw the Icy Wind to lower your attack. And then just commit to the Astonish down. And probably take this. So you do get to move. Are you going to use that second shield? Yeah, you kind of have to try and get this move off. Did you bank a move? Because if you banked a move, you should just win this game. Because this will grab a shield and then your bank move will win the game. And they kind of know that, so they let that go. I assume that they know that you have a Weather Ball. Otherwise, they definitely have to shield that and get to a move. Who wins CMP? ABOMASNOW or Drifblim? I assume ABOMASNOW would, but I'm not even positive about that. ABOMASNOW 117 attack. Drifblim. 119 attack. Actually, they could have potentially won CMP there. So I don't know why they don't shield and get to CMP and potentially get a move off. That was kind of a weird. Okay, sorry. I forgot what was. I had my just call them Dan moments where I have a question on my mind and I need to answer it at the expense of your videos and battles because I need to answer it right now. But yeah, it was just a weird play. Like why, if you could potentially win CMP in the back there, why you give that up so easily? Oof. This is just a run through here. Okay. Goodra. Kind of evenish. They do have potentially Aqua Tail, which will be super effective against you, so you need to commit the shield. Again, staying in here, gonna just take your chances with the fighter in the back, or just want to go back to back here, force shields, and then swap into Dunsparce to take the move here. They do not shield, so you have to instant swap, and you still need to take a move, which is fine. I'd rather take it on Dunsparce. And they come in, so we are a mere match after already being chipped and a little ahead on energy, but that chip does has done enough. And now they're going to outpace you to the next move. They CMP you just to see who wins CMP, and they win CMP. So I would not be surprised if they try and CMP you on this next one here, right when you throw. If they're like a smart play, and they shield. Shield and a snipe, not allowing them to win CMP here. So they get to a move. At this point, I assume you're just sacrificing this. And a Ferrothorn in the back. So ABOMASNOW should do pretty well. Ice is neutral against them. Grass is just single resisted against you. And then they could have like a mirror shot or a whatever the other steel move is, which is super effective. Flash Cannon. Yeah, that's the one. They could have a Flash Cannon. I was just so sick of what happened there. I decided to say, screw the rest of that matchup. Okay, that's bad editing on my part. But yeah, you have to be. It's tricky because half of the Ferrothorns run Thunder as their second move and half run Flash Cannon or some sort of mirror shot. So yeah, it's like a 50-50 chance that you're going to get hit with a very super effective move. And that was one that took you out. We have a very tanky jump bluff, throwing the energy ball. They then try and catch on Dunsparce, coming into the Marowak because Rock is resisted. They can only throw the Drill Run. Still does a good amount of chip, but these Rowlets are resisted. Just trying to farm up a bit here. That's the problem with Dunsparce. Dunsparce is very, very spammy. So at back-to-back moves here, going to throw one here, and I assume back-to-backs so they can't get to a move here. I don't like this. I think you just take this out. There's no point of like, I know you're going to come out with energy, but I don't think there's a point to burn that last shield in that scenario. Jump Bluff's going to come back in. I assume just sacrifice itself and then just try and run with whatever's in the back with a shield advantage. A Feraligatr is a scary one to run with, but luckily you have an Abomasnow, so that is a pretty good answer. And they let it go, and you're so far ahead on energy that you'll grab some shields here, and then Abomasnow will wreck the rest of this. And not even needed, because they see the writing on the wall, or they're trying to come out with like a energy in the back, but yeah, they're not going to be able to get out of that. Okay, cool editing me. In action in this matchup, Gastrodon versus Marowak, so kind of a neutral matchup. Now it depends. Are they going to throw body? If they throw a body slam, they'll probably just go back to back here. I would not be surprised if they go back to back. Yeah, that's the thing. When you build to the earth power, if you bait once, you're basically just going back to back because the odds that you get to the next one is very, very low. So you just kind of go back to back, grab a shield. So get the Mandibuzz. I mean, you could get out right away, but like there's almost nope. Yeah, I might as well, I guess. You're double weak to fighting in the back, so might as well just, if you're going to see a fighter, you might as well see it on Dunsparce, right? So just don't let them snarl the last two for no reason. So going to get this Rockslide off. Rockslide did get nerfed, so not... Rollout did get buffed, and then the offset here is that Rockslide got nerfed. So going to just take these Dark Pulses. It is a Quillfish in the back. I'm sure you know this was a mistake. Throw the Drill Run, super effective against the poison. And you really don't want your grass to see a poison in the back here. So there's the super effective Drill Run. Correct. They had two shields apparently, and here comes the third Drill Run. This is just Dunsparce in action here. The spamminess with the buff rollout, and you just won that. So now you can just Powder Snow down for the win. That's it. I do think like Abomasnow is going to have a decent amount of play. Like I said, if you saw my video the other day about the double ice, I do think that ice has a really strong play currently in the meta. And then add a grass type Pokemon, which should also have play against like the waters. I think it makes sense, and I kind of already mentioned that Abomasnow should have play there, so it makes sense that it seems to work well. So thanks for the submission. Like I said, I'm still going through some early submissions, and I'm 9-1 with my Kanto. I don't know when I'm going to show my Kanto team, but I'm 9-1 with my Kanto team so far, so I'm just kind of running with that for now. Even though the one loss was like a core breaker through and through. Like I was like, oh, this seems rocking. And then there was a Pokemon, Guzzlord was the Pokemon I was against, and all three Pokemon just get like killed by Guzzlord. I'm just like, ooh, okay, well, I'm 9-1, but that one is like a very obvious flaw in the team. So you will see it. Do you want a hint? You know what? If you make it 20 minutes into a video, you deserve a hint. 1, Kanto Ninetales, already mentioned multiple times. 2, always a winner, but shadow version. And then 3, probably one of the best grass typings in this meta. So that is the team. 9-1 with it so far. I'll probably run with it with a bit. And then I will showcase it maybe Friday. Yeah, maybe Friday. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.